Even multicolored titans can feel a little blue.
I'm sorry, Cole. I know how tough this is for you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 saddest moments on Power Rangers. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most melancholy scenes in Ranger history, and all the tragedy, heartbreak, and bittersweetness that befell our young heroes. If you've never seen these moments, not only will you need a box of tissues nearby, but there will be spoilers.
Come on, we have to go!
20 miles straight ahead, Miss Summer. You can make it.
Number 10. The Green Candle, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
It's made of very special wax. When it burns out, Rita will have stolen your powers.
As revenge on Tommy for defecting to the Rangers, Rita uses a magical candle that drains his powers as it burns. Despite Jason's best attempt to retrieve the candle, he's unfortunately unsuccessful, and the candle burns out. And with it, the Green Ranger powers.
Don't worry, I'll be all right. Huh?
In a last-ditch effort to prevent his powers from falling into Rita's hands, Tommy gives his power coin to Jason, ensuring his legacy will be protected.
It's over, isn't it?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
And Rita?
With the coin in Jason's hands, the power is protected.
It's a somber moment as Tommy's powers slip away, and he's forced to say goodbye to the friends he had just made, though there is a silver lining as he finally gets to express his feelings towards Kimberly. Of course, we all know that Tommy would be back.
Guess who's back?
Number 9. Sky's Saddest Memory, Power Rangers S.P.D. You ever wonder why Sky desperately wanted to be the Red Ranger? It all goes back to his father, one of the earlier Red S.P.D. Rangers. He put himself on the line every day to protect those in need. He was the kind of hero Sky aspired to be like. However, one day it happened. Officer Tate went toe-to-toe with a dangerous criminal named Mirlock, and didn't make it out alive.
That's the most amusing story I've heard in years.
What?
This became Sky's saddest memory to date, and it motivated him to train even harder so that he could follow his father's footsteps. While he didn't get his way at first, his time in Red would come sooner than he thought.
Here, take it. What? It only seems right that you bring him in. Do it for your father.
Number 8. The Sad Story of Frax, Power Rangers Time Force.
Humans are our enemies!
Humans are your enemies! I should know! I was human when you destroyed me!
It turns out that Frax, Ransik's robotic henchman, was once a human scientist named Dr. Frax, who showed kindness and compassion toward Ransik when he was sick.
Humans, mutants, robots, it makes no difference to me.
The mutant criminal showed his gratitude by setting the good doctor's lab ablaze and leaving him to die. While Frax survived, he rebuilt himself into the robot scientist we know today, forcibly pulled into his master's cycle of hatred, and vowing vengeance right under his nose.
I showed you kindness, and you showed me hatred.
What's even more tragic is that when he finally tries to break the cycle in the season finale, Ransik reprograms him into a fully loyal slave, snuffing out the very last trace of Frax's humanity. Hopefully now Frax can find peace.
There's hope for her.
Nadira, wait! Wait, I was wrong! You don't have to hate! You can break the cycle of hatred! Never give up!
Number 7. Magna Defender's Redemption, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
Father, help me!
Drop your weapon or your son is doomed! Let him go, fish face.
Long ago, the Magna Defender was a seeker of justice and a loving father. But when his son Zika was maliciously murdered, he became obsessed with revenge against those who have wronged him.
Zika, please! No! Get up!
Going so far as to use Leo's brother Mike as a host, and endangering the colony Terra Venture in desperation. But upon seeing the Rangers willing to risk their lives to prevent one of the colony's mountains from exploding, Zika appears to him, telling him that it's never too late to redeem himself.
Father, that warrior's still inside your heart. I know it is. If you fight for what's right, you will honor my memory and will always be together.
And so the Magna Defender heads into the mountain's core to make the ultimate sacrifice and save the colony, with the spirit of his son by his side.
You were right, Zika.
goodness is still in my heart.
I'm proud of you, Father.
No, Zika, I am proud of you.
Number 6. Alphabet Soup. Power Rangers RPM.
You do have a wish, don't you?
I wish I could remember my name.
The entire setting for RPM is a gigantic tragedy. A world enslaved by a sentient computer virus, and so many innocent lives lost in the crossfire, some for the safety of others.
Marcus, no! Marcus!
So how did this all start? When Dr. K was a child, she was abducted by the corrupt government agency Alphabet Soup and deceived into creating new technology for them. They robbed her of her childhood, so she created the Vengex virus as payback.
Meet Project Vengex.
But it ended up spreading worldwide and conquering Earth. From then on, Kay will have to live with the pain knowing she doomed the world, now doing whatever she can to make amends for her mistake.
No! I just wanted to go outside!
Number 5. Kimberly's breakup letter. Power Rangers Zeo.
Hey, Tommy, a letter came for you.
Yeah, it's from Kimberly. All right, cool. Hey, Adam, will you do me a favor and read it?
For the first 3 years, Tommy and Kimberly seemed like the perfect pair, fighting side by side as Rangers, and as the series' first major power couple. However, 1 year after Kimberly's departure, a bombshell drops on Tommy's life, in the form of a Dear John letter.
It's both been wonderful and painful at the same time. Tommy, I've met someone else.
The former Pink Ranger has apparently met someone else, and asks in her letter for forgiveness, obviously knowing how heartbroken Tommy would be.
Tommy, you know I would never do anything to hurt you. But I feel like I found the person that I belong with.
The Pink comic miniseries adds an even more gloomy feeling to the letter by suggesting that there is no someone else, and that she broke it off with Tommy feeling like they've grown too far apart, which sadly can happen with some long-distance relationships.
Please forgive me, Kimberly.
Number 4. Cole's parents. Power Rangers Wild Force.
Excuse me, have you seen these people?
No, stay away.
Raised in the jungle as a baby, Cole hopes to find his long-lost parents, Richard and Elizabeth Evans.
Do these people look familiar to you? Thanks anyway.
What he finds instead breaks his heart. A news article announcing their presumed death and their graves.
I came all the way down here to find my parents. And all I have left are these gold stones.
There's a faint glimmer of hope that they may be alive, but the sad truth is later confirmed. Master Org, who was once a human and their close friend, murdered them in cold blood for betraying him.
I've finished off your parents, and I enjoyed every single minute of it.
While Cole will never get to see his family again, what he can do now is honor their memory by continuing their dream of helping save the Earth, and not seeking revenge like their so-called friend.
I won't take that path.
Number 3. The End of an Era. Power Rangers in Space.
Zordon?
Yes, Andros, it's me.
The main storyline for In Space was the ongoing search for Zordon, the original mentor who was abducted by the United Alliance of Evil at the end of Turbo. When Andros finally found Zordon, the situation was grim. The Alliance had nearly conquered the universe.
You can stop it from happening.
How? Tell me.
Shatter my energy tube.
No!
Only the good energy from my tube can destroy the forces of evil.
Knowing that there was not much left to do, Zordon ordered Andros to shatter his energy tube, which would kill the old sage, but unleash a wave powerful enough to destroy the evil forces.
Zordon, no! You asked too much, I can't do it! I won't destroy you!
For 6 years, Zordon had helped so many Rangers grow into young warriors, but he willingly sacrificed himself for the safety of the universe, as well as giving several villains a second chance. Number 2. Kendrix's Sacrifice. Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
Got to do something. I'm the only one that can save her.
We've talked about this one so many times, and yet it still gets the tear ducts flowing. In part 2 of the In Space and Lost Galaxy team-up, a deadly storm caused by Psycho Pink threatens to not only destroy Cassie's powers, but also the colony of Terra Venture.
Kendrix, get out of there!
Kendrix manages to silence the storm, but gets disintegrated by the backlash, making her the first main ranger to die in the line of duty. Kendrix's actress was undergoing chemotherapy at the time, so it felt proper to write her character out as the hero more than willing to die for her home and the people she loves. However, never rule out an unexpected miracle.
I'm okay. I'll always be here.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few tear-jerking honorable mentions.
He shall live, but as a cursed half-human and half-Nylok, with no memory of you.
What? No! You tricked me!
We would have kept fighting.
Oh no, it can't be.
Never give up.
Number 1. Saying Goodbye. Power Rangers Time Force.
I wish you could stay.
Me too. But we both know I can't.
With all the mutants and Rancic incapacitated, the Time Force Rangers mission is complete, and the 4 Rangers of the future must say goodbye to Wes. After a long journey, growing from reluctant teammates to partners in crime, Jen and Wes tearfully confess their love for each other, wanting nothing more than to stay together, but they know they can't as they're from 2 different time periods, so they reluctantly part ways without a single kiss. The sad truth is that no Ranger season lasts forever, and it's painfully tragic to see a team split up after all they've accomplished together, not just as heroes, but as a family.
I should have told you this a long time ago. I love you.
I love you too.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.